Hey folks, welcome back to the channel, and you join us in the car on the A9 heading north for a wee day out to Aviemore, specifically at the Cairn Distillery in Aviemore. Now we're going there for a very special whisky, but what that whisky is and exactly why we have to go to Aviemore for it, I'll explain when we get there. But for just now, enjoy some shots of our drive north to the stunning Scottish Cairn National Park on a beautiful sunny day. Enjoy. Right, so we made it to the Cairn Distillery. I'm going to jump inside and grab this whisky before they all disappear. So come on, let's go and buy it. Okay, so we've just been in, we've bought the whisky, and as it's such a lovely day, thought I'd come out, sit in the grass just behind the distillery, show you it and tell you a little bit about the whisky and why we've come all the way to Aviemore just to get it. So if the camera woman wants to bring the camera in. So, nice branded bag. We got ourselves a little Cairn Distillery Glen Cairn glass. Branded. And the exciting bit is the whisky itself, which is here. So this is step 3. Now the idea that the Cairn had with these whiskies is that they're going to release one a year for the next 12 years. Step 1 to 12. And these are going to be the 12 steps towards them releasing their first single malt, because these are blended malts, releasing their first single malt whisky, and that will obviously be year 13. So every year they're going to release a different step, and they're going to be a limited release. Now each of these whiskies is based on the 12 hills that surround the distillery, hence the 12 steps. So each release will have a very specific number released, and that will correspond to the height of that mountain in meters. So this one, there's only going to be 577 bottles released because the mountain it's based on is 577 meters high. So they're going to vary in how many are released, but they're all going to be quite a low number. So this is step 3. We got step 1, we came back last year for step 2, we're here for step 3. We're hoping it's going to be an annual pilgrimage, if we can remember as we get older to come back every year. But if the camera woman wants to bring the camera in, I'll show you. Step 3, hopefully it picks it up. You can see there, limited release. It doesn't have the actual number on it, but we were told at the in the shop by the guy that sold it to us that it's 577 bottles. Blended malt Scotch whisky. I really like this design on the side actually, it's nice. And you can see here, it's the Cairn Distillery, Granton-on-Spey, which is just north of Aviemore. Okay, right, we've changed location. Rookie error, the camera died, so we've had to charge it up. What I was going to tell you before it died though, was that if you want to get your own step 3, you're going to have to come to the distillery to buy it, because it's not available anywhere else. They don't sell them online, they don't sell them at other retailers, only from the distillery shop. So that's the perfect excuse for you to have your own wee day out. Come here to lovely Aviemore. I can't always guarantee it's going to be sunny though. And have your own visit to the distillery. They do a tour, they have a nice restaurant where you can grab a lunch. So yeah, have your own wee day out here, and who knows, maybe this time next year we'll see you here to get step 4. Okay, so we're back in the car, we've bought our whisky, we're ready to hit the road and go home. However, it wouldn't be much of a video if we just drove here, bought the whisky and then went home. So what we're going to do, about halfway on our journey, about an hour and a half down the road, there is a place called the House of Bruar, where we're going to stop and have some lunch stroke dinner. So we'll catch up with you when we're there, and we'll give you our view on whatever food we get. Okay, so we are now in the House of Bruar. We've got our food, and before we tuck in, I'll tell you what we've got. I've gone for the chicken and ham pie. I wanted the sausage and leek pie, but it was sold out. You can see they've given us a massive portion. Roast potatoes, some assorted veg, and some lovely mustard. And then a wee mango juice. And Steph has gone for the, what was it you went for again? Oh, the roast lamb, what looks like chippy chips, and some assorted veg, and a nice medley of dips and sauces. And she's also gone for a mango. So we'll tuck in, and I'll give you our verdict back in the car. Okay, so we've left the House of Bruar. We're now in the car, heading home. I'm going to give you my verdict, or our verdict, on the House of Bruar's food. And I have to say, we weren't impressed. Overpriced and underwhelming would be a good description. Considering what you just saw there on the table, the 2 meals and the 2 fruit juices came to £41. We weren't happy at all, we didn't finish it. Everything was just cold, basically. It'd been sitting there for God knows how long. They did give you a good portion of food, but it doesn't matter if it's cold. My chicken and ham pie, I never found any ham in it. Plenty chicken, but there was no ham. The pastry was soggy mush, basically. Steph's lamb was just cold and tough, and usually she would eat the whole lot, but she left most of it, so yeah, she was laughing because I just said that she would normally eat the whole lot. But yeah, so I really can't recommend that you get the main meals from that House of Bruar place. We've in the past just bought like the sandwiches or the salads or kind of lunchy, snacky type things, and it's been fine. The main meal, nah, I would give it a pass. But anyway, apart from that, we've had a great wee day out, and we hope you've enjoyed joining us on this wee day out, and we'll see you again soon in the next one. Bye.